Hi, good morning and welcome to Inverness to the first round of the ARR Craib Scottish Rally Championship. It's the Jury's In Arnold Clark Snowman Rally. We've been blessed with good weather and we've also been blessed with a great entry. Here's to a good day with no snow, with no ice, and hopefully for the rest of the day we'll have no problems.
99 starters lined up outside the Jury's Inn to take the start, but never mind the width, just look at this quality. R5, WRC, Group A, Group N, R2 and rear wheel drive were all represented. One of the strongest top 20s in years lined up behind last year's winner, Donnie MacDonald.
The car's certainly looking good, and the weather's looking good as well, so I am looking forward to it.
Obviously winning it last year, this is why you're running car 1, but it's a totally different kettle of fish with the vehicle you've got today.
Yeah, I believe it's a bit of a handful, but listen, it's my choice to come and use it, and it's my first time in anything that's been like World Car or R5, so no, I'm looking forward to it. The field's really strong, probably a lot stronger than last year, so if I could get in the top 5 would be a bonus, but top 10's the target, to be honest.
Chasing him down, the next 3 crews on the road have a combined 8 SRC titles between them. 5 times champions David Bogie and Kevin Ray, Jock Armstrong going for 3 on the bounce in the orange Impreza, and 2014 champions Euan Thorburn and Paul Beaton in another Fiesta. Stage 1, first on the road MacDonald and Faulkner in the new R5, and it's a good start for the 2016 winners, just 6 seconds off the pace in 4th after the opener. Bogie and Ray tipped by many to do well this weekend. The Fabia does appear to be the car to have in the R5 class at the minute, and they've backed that up, beating the Bogie and arriving at service in joint first place. Jock Armstrong defied the odds in 2016 by beating the R5s in the race to the title. The question is, can he do it again? Well, if SS1 is anything to go by, he's up for it. The Impreza also being credited with the stage bogey, despite picking up a puncture towards the end of the test. Having campaigned a less than reliable Peugeot recently, Euan Thorburn and Paul Beaton have switched back to Ford Power for 2017, and it's a slow start for the former champions, sitting 9th after SS1.
Put in and long right 2 minus continues over 60 and Platinum crest 140 down to bridge and open left 8 and late minus, open left 8 late minus.
Mike Faulkner, now here's a man with a lot to learn this weekend with a sequential gearbox and Group A engine in the new Evo. 7th fastest and equal on times with the following Bruce McCombie and Michael Coutts after stage 1, setting up a battle for Evo 9 supremacy. Robbed of the Snowman victory in the last stage in 2016, Inverness holds some bad memories for Mark McCulloch and McCulloch Hendry, and 2017 starts in a low-key fashion with 10th quickest on the opener. Starting off with a bang, Shaun Sinclair and Jamie Edwards blitzed stage 1, apparently beating the Bogie by over 8 seconds to make it a 3-way tie for the lead. And the question is, will the McKinstry Impreza stand up to the pace? Sixth fastest, Rory Young and Alan Cathers make it 4 R5s in the top 10 on stage 1. They were only 1 second behind the Evo 5 of Stephen Clark and Paul Brown, who were belying their car's age and lack of power to embarrass some much more potent machinery in 5th.
Left 1 over crest, 80.
Short service and it was back into the action on stages 2 and 3, the Zero car keeping everyone on their toes as they opened proceedings. David Bogie, 5 seconds clear of everyone in 2, and it looks quick here as well, and it is 28 seconds quicker than anyone else on 3, the Fabia stretching its legs out in front.
Yeah, okay, that was probably our worst stage, to be honest, just committing to the notes and leaning on the corner, but aye, we got through okay, no big drama, it's just, as I say, I could have driven it better.
Enjoying the car?
The car is great, yeah, that stage is very, very fast, so you could do with more power, but other than that, the car's good, everything's good.
Well done.
11th fastest on stage 2 for Donnie MacDonald dropped the Fiesta down to 5th, and it looks like there are more issues on 3, Jock Armstrong catching him on the stage on his way to 3rd fastest time.
Stalled in a chicane, got stuck right in the middle of the chicane, against the wheels, couldn't get reverse. Rubbish stage. Aye? Really bad. You? Not at all, right. I don't know. Oh, Donnie there was nearly binned it altogether, but aye. No, it's fine.
Euan, Thorburn and Paul Beaton are rediscovering some form in SS3, 2nd quickest time, moving them into 4th overall. Faulkner and Foy are in this big battle with Bruce McCombie, Mike on a charge in here it looks like. Just a little wide in that square right, don't think it's going to cost them too much time. This is further down the stage on one of the downhill sections into one of the many chicanes. Look, just nudging that bail in, and the car stalled. Well, this is a disaster for Faulkner. It just won't restart. He's stuck in 2nd gear as well, it looks like. Now, he was equal on time with Bruce before this loop of stages, and well, if Bruce can have a clean run, it looks like it could be advantage to the Green Evo. And now we're here with McCombie and Coutts. Mike's had his problems with the chicanes in here. And it's the same thing for Bruce, just couldn't get it turned, nudging the bail. It's amazing, both guys having issues in here, but obviously Bruce has dropped less time than Mike, not at a standstill for anywhere near like as long, and he's actually managed to take 4 seconds out of Mike in this loop to move ahead in that battle. Shaun Sinclair was 2nd fastest on 2, but stage 3 sees him lose 35 seconds to David Bogie. Obviously something has gone awry in here, and I'm willing to bet it might have involved a chicane.
Stalled at one of the hairpins, they're very tight. The chicanes.
You're the 4th one to say that.
Very tight.
Some folk have lost a lot of time, good stuck, but it says they're too tight, yeah.
So, fairly cautious as well in the fast bits. I was... Woo! Baby!
Good man.
McCulloch and Hendry sniffing around the edges of the top 10 after the first stage. This looks like the approach to Bruce McCombie's chicane. Yep, another moment there, just nudging the bail out of the way, but it's a good loop for McCulloch. He's now only 3 seconds back from Mike Faulkner. Another Evo 9 crew here, Greg McKnight and Laura Marshall on a charge, and now equal on time with McCulloch and Hendry with 2 stages to go.
Right 130, past junction. Left 1 and flat crest 200. Short, right 6, flipping neat 100.
Staying in 5th overall, Stephen Clark continues his giant killing run in here, closing in on Scott McCombie at the end of the stage and holding top Evo spot. Fourth fastest on 2 was a good run for Young and Cathers. SS3 not quite so good. 7th fastest leaves them 12 seconds back from Clark. This is Quentin Milne and Shaun Donnelly in the Brian Watson Evo, 9th overall after stage 2.
go. Nice, well held, Hugh. Left 8. Major moment.
Well held indeed, got away with one there, and past our camera there doesn't appear to be much damage to the car. Back on board the fast section towards the finish.
Here's your 5. Right 1. Left 2. 80 down mid and long right 3. Just careful now, careful, you're taking too many chances. Read the notes! 100.
Oh, Shaun getting a wee bit of a talking to there from Quinton.
150 over bumps.
The stage 3 chicanes playing their part in the outcome of this rally. David Bogie now with a healthy lead, and Donnie MacDonald drops out of the top 10 to 12th. Out for the final loop, the last 2 stages sharing the first couple of miles before a split junction sends them in 2 different directions. Always something to look out for, and test the co-drivers in the last loop. And it's an unfortunate end for Greg McKnight and Laura Marshall, disappearing from the final results with brake failure. Grabbing 12th at the finish, Freddie Milne and Chris Williams were amazed at the pace at the top of the SRC. Diff pump failure on the last loop halted Quinton Milne's charge, the Rig Deluge Evo eventually claiming 11th. The middle loop basically sealed the result for Donnie MacDonald and Andrew Faulkner, coming home 10th on their Ford debut. Dropping to 9th over the final loop, it was a low-key performance by Faulkner and Foy standards, the new car still needing plenty more work after a flat-out build to just reach the start. There was some late drama for McCulloch and Hendry catching a car before the split in the stage, but Mark later said he didn't think it affected the end result, bringing the Evo home in 8th. The lack of power finally caught up with Clark and Brown in the last 2 stages, dropping them to 7th overall, only 2 seconds behind MacCombie and Coutts, who had the honour of being top Evo home in 6th place. 5th was a solid result for Young and Cathers, 3rd R5 car home after a good drive. In the top 3 all day, Armstrong and Swinscoe were unable to hold Thorburn and Beaton back over the last 2 stages, missing the podium by just 2 seconds. It was a monster final loop for the Ford crew, taking 14 seconds from the Impreza on the last stage to grab 3rd place.
Yeah, it was a bit of a steady start. Obviously not had many miles in the new car, so yeah, it was a bit of building up the pace today, and we done that, and we managed to pip Jock right then, which probably upset him a wee bit, but yeah, no, the stages were good, quite slippy, quite fast, but yeah, quite happy with the day.
It was an excellent day out for Shaun Sinclair and Jamie Edwards, closest challengers to the leaders all day long. I imagine there's much more to come from this car and crew, and second was a great start to their SRC season.
Oh, it went off really well. We were on the pace in the first stage, great flowing stage, and just continuing from there. We were matching the top boys' times, which I haven't done before. I don't know what Jamie's history with keeping up times with the top boys, but I was fairly chuffed when we came out and we'd beaten the Bogie, and by all accounts we were the faster out of the 3. Yeah. So I chuffed and knew that was fine. You know, we were on the pace, and then the plan was to try and keep that pace. But the stages changed after that. The second and third stage were tricky enough, but. No, really chuffed.
He's kept me on the ball today, and he's given me a few little brown trouser moments in a couple of places. We're off into the undergrowth and clipped a tree on the outside of my side, of course, but as you'd expect. But yeah, no, fair play to him. He drove really well today. You know, we haven't had a lot of seat time in the S14, and it's a type of car where the more seat time you get, the faster you'll go. And I think, you know, today we would have liked to have been top 5 to come finish second on stages that I've never done before. I've never done this rally before. You know, we've worked very well as a team today, and it's been a really, really strong day, and we're very, very pleased with this result.
We said the Fabia would be good at the start of the day, and clearly that car is working well in the forests. Victory by 58 seconds for Bogie and Ray sets them up nicely for the season, particularly for their BRC campaign.
Been a great day. You know, the plan was to get more time in the car prior to the British Championship, so we managed to do that, and you know, it's a very enjoyable rally. I've obviously got fond memories of rallying up in Inverness, so you know, this year's been no different. You know, first class stages, very well organised, and just a really enjoyable rally.
Bogie takes first blood for 2017, but there's plenty of people to watch for this season who will take the honours at round 2, the Border Counties in March.
The first time you'll be covered in champagne.